The Three Lions have long been a symbol of pride and passion for footballers born in England. However, with the nation's ever-increasing diversity, some have opted to explore their roots and represent other countries. From the promising young talents to established veterans, we've rounded up 9 players who snubbed the chance to play for England and chose a different path, much to the disappointment of fans across the country. Number 1. Gareth Bale. Gareth Bale's decision to play for Wales instead of England added another layer of intrigue to his already fascinating career. Despite having an English grandmother and the option to don the famous white shirt, Bale's allegiance always lay with his country of birth. "I wouldn't care if I never qualified, I would never play for England," he declared in a diplomatic yet unequivocal statement. It was a brave decision, one that saw him become a talismanic figure for the Welsh national team and a source of pride for his fellow countrymen. Number 2. Erling Haaland. Erling Haaland's path to international football was filled with twists and turns. The Norwegian striker was born in England, giving him the option to represent the Three Lions, a prospect that would have sent shivers down the spines of opposing defenders worldwide. However, fate had other plans, and the Norwegian FA acted swiftly, calling up Haaland to their youth setup when he was just 14. From that moment on, there was no turning back for the Manchester City man. Despite his father's storied career in the Premier League, Haaland's heart was set on representing Norway, a decision that would ultimately shape his destiny as one of the most sought-after talents in world football. Number 3. Wilfried Zaha. Wilfried Zaha's international career was a tale of what-ifs and missed opportunities. The talented winger had the chance to represent England in a pair of friendlies, but those games did not count towards FIFA's ruling, and so he was free to switch allegiances. It was a decision that would come back to haunt the Three Lions, as Zaha went on to become a key figure for the Ivory Coast, dazzling fans with his pace and trickery on the wing. For England, it was a bitter pill to swallow, as they had missed out on a player who could have given them the extra spark they needed in big games. Number 4. Mikel Arteta and Manuel Almunia. Mikel Arteta and Manuel Almunia were 2 players who could have been England's gain had it not been for a change in FIFA's citizenship rule in 2010. The rule allowed players who had spent 5 or more years living in a country to qualify as citizens and play for their national team if they were uncapped by their country of birth at senior level. Arteta, who had not been capped by Spain, and Almunia, who had spent a lengthy stint in goal for Arsenal, both qualified for England under this rule. However, the rule change scuppered any hopes of seeing these talented players pull on the famous white shirt. It was a missed opportunity for England, who could have benefited greatly from the skills and experience of these 2 gifted footballers. Number 5. Carlo Cudicini. Carlo Cudicini was a name that England fans hoped would fill the void left by David Seaman's retirement. The Chelsea goalkeeper was widely regarded as one of the best in the Premier League, and his performances for the Blues had caught the attention of the England coaching staff. Cudicini had not been capped by Italy, which meant he was eligible to play for England. The prospect of seeing him don the Three Lions shirt was an exciting one, but FIFA's rules on international qualification once again got in the way, leaving England without the goalkeeper they so desperately needed. Number 6. Victor Moses. Victor Moses was a player whose potential had England fans excited. He had been capped by England at every youth level and was making a name for himself at Crystal Palace and Chelsea. However, despite his impressive performances, the call to the senior England squad never came. Moses didn't let this disappointment get to him, and instead, he chose to represent the country of his birth, Nigeria. He went on to score for the Super Eagles at the 2018 World Cup, cementing his status as one of Nigeria's key players. It was a decision that paid off for Moses, as he was able to showcase his skills on the international stage and make a name for himself as one of Africa's top talents. Number 7. Adnan Januzaj. Adnan Januzaj was a player with a plethora of international options available to him. With citizenships in Belgium, Albania, Kosovo, Serbia, Turkey, and England, the world was his oyster when it came to choosing a national team. Despite expressing an interest in representing Kosovo, who were not yet a UEFA member, Januzaj ultimately opted to play for the country of his birth, Belgium. It was a decision that paid off for him, as he has since made 12 appearances for the Red Devils and even scored against England at the 2018 World Cup. With his impressive performances for Belgium, Januzaj has shown that he made the right choice in representing the country of his birth. Number 8. Jamal Musialas. Jamal Musialas' international future was the subject of intense speculation after he put on a scintillating display in a 2020-21 Champions League match against Lazio, where he even scored a goal. The young midfielder had the option to represent both England and Germany due to his upbringing in London and birth in Stuttgart. Despite being courted by both nations, Musiala ultimately chose to play for Germany, the country of his birth and the four-time World Cup champions. He explained his decision in an interview with The Athletic, stating that he had considered the options carefully and listened to his instincts. Musiala said, "I've thought about this question a lot. What is best for my future? Where do I have more chances to play? In the end, I just listened to the feeling that over a long period of time kept telling me that it was the right decision to play for Germany, the land I was born in. Still, it wasn't an easy decision for me." Number 9. Ryan Giggs. Ryan Giggs' international career was a source of controversy and intrigue, with the Welsh and English football associations both vying for his services. The talented winger had captained the England schoolboy team and seemed destined for a career in the Three Lions shirt. However, the allure of playing for his country of birth was too strong to ignore. Giggs made his debut for Wales in 1991 and never looked back, going on to become one of the country's all-time greats. He dazzled fans with his lightning pace and mesmerizing dribbling, leading Wales to several notable victories during his international career. His decision to represent Wales instead of England remains a contentious issue to this day, with fans and pundits alike still debating the pros and cons of his choice. But for Giggs, there was never any doubt that he would proudly wear the red shirt of Wales. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you found it informative and enjoyable. If you did, please consider giving it a like and subscribing to my channel for more content like this. Also, don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss a new video. If you have any questions or comments about this video, please leave them down below in the comments section.